Hi, this is Gunna226 with another folding knife review. Today I'm looking at the Kershaw. First of all, why did I buy this knife in particular? Well, once again, I bought this knife for utility / EDC purposes. Don't know if I would recommend this for a tactical situation, but I guess pretty much any knife can be pressed into that role if needed. So let's take a look what we got here. It's Kershaw. This is a very good name to start out. I like most Kershaw stuff. They seem to work rather well. So the first thing we take a look at is the blade. So we can get this camera to focus. We're looking at a 8CR13 MOV. It is pretty much the same blade steel as this guy, which is the Spyderco Persistence, which I just recently did a review on. It's a 8CR13 MOV. Same blade material. So there's a good look at it. You can see here the blade is made in China, and it is a R.J. Martin design. Now if we take a look at the blade itself, blade is pretty nice. It is hollow ground, and I got the partial serrations, the semi-serrated edge. I kind of like the Kershaw serrations because they're pretty much nice and even. Makes it a little bit easier for me to sharpen. I always have problems sharpening the serrations for some reason. And this one sharpens a little bit easier than some of the other ones that are out there that I have that maybe have irregular serrations. So it's not a bad grind. It's a hollow grind. Like I said, it works rather well. It came extremely sharp out of the box. Let's take a look. Got a piece of paper here. Let's take a look at how well it cuts right out of the box. So very sharp, very sharp. See how the serrations would work out here. Even the serrations are slicing through this paper, not much of a problem. So, yeah, it's a very sharp knife. Comes sharp out of the box. Probably has something to do with the hollow grind that it's got on it. Very nice. Can't beat it. Kershaw usually has a good reputation of shipping their stuff with a nice sharp edge on it. So, give them an applause for that. Let's take a look at the... Take a look at this. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see this yet. Maybe the light's a little too high. Got some, they're not I would expect it a phosphor bronze bushing. Oh, I guess there is. Look at that. Phosphor bronze on that side. And it looks like a Teflon bushing on that side. Well, I was kind of surprised to see the Teflon, and then I kind of looked at this side and I saw phosphor bronze, and I was like, wow, I have not seen that before. One type on one side and one type on the other side. Whatever they did, it's an extremely fast deployment. I thought it would have been all phosphor bronze, really, because this thing is extremely fast out of the box. It is beautiful. I really like the deployment on this guy. It locks up extremely well, both side to side and up and down. Actually, the side to side might have just a slight little bit of wiggle, but not very much at all. And up and down is rock solid. So you know what? I don't care what kind of bushing they have in there. It is a nice deployment. You can really hear it snap into place. Which goes to how it gets deployed. You got this little spur here on the back. I'm not really not really used to that kind of deployment. I'm used to the thumb studs. Most of my knives are the thumb stud, as well as the Spyderco. I really like the spider hole deployment as well. So yeah, it's you know what? You can't beat it. I thought it would take a lot of getting used to, a lot of training to figure this out. But man, the speed of deployment of this is so nice. It doesn't really take a lot of pressure whatsoever from your finger to get that deployed. So that's very impressive to me. I really like that. That's a really good feature about this knife. Maybe compensates for some of the other shortcomings that this knife has, in my opinion. Okay, let's take a look at the weight of this knife. Feels pretty light. Let's take a look. Weight is about 2 ounces. Yep, that sounds about right. Not bad. That's a very good knife weight for an EDC. Anything around 2 ounces is really good for me. Things like the SOG Flash 1 is a good guy. He's like 1.2 ounces. So yeah, I can't beat that. It's 2 ounces. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful deployment. I still can't get over it. Anyway, let's take a look at something that contributes to. You can see in there the liners are lightweighted on both sides, so that does contribute to the knife's weight, or their lack of. So that was a very good call on the Kershaw to do that lightweighting. Here we have the handle. It's a G10 material, and it's a pretty good traction on this guy. There's been some knives out there with the G10 that's kind of slick, but this is a higher traction handle, G10, and it fits really well in hand. I mean, I really like the finger cutout that it's got here. It's very nice. Other than that, there's not much ergonomics. See, here's one of the things that I really don't like is on the top, your thumb kind of just slides off, which is one of the reasons that I really wouldn't recommend this for a tactical situation. When you're going to be thrusting, your hand's going to have a tendency to slide forward, and your thumb has nothing to grip onto. Although your finger gets locked in here pretty well, and this extra little deployment acts kind of like a little bit of a guard, really, and it's kind of nice in that situation, in that aspect. But I really would have liked to see some jimping or something up here to have some more additional traction, but that's okay. It's not really super critical. I can work with it the way it is. The clip design, I'm not really impressed with. Hasn't really fallen out of my pocket, but then again, it's not really the preferred clip. I prefer more of a deep carry, like this Buck Vantage, where you can really bury it down deep in your pocket. Depends on the pant style, really. Some are better than others, and it's not a bad clip design. One of the detractors of this clip is it's not repositionable. You can see over here there's no tapped and drill holes, so that's a big disappointment for me. Over here, it's currently in this position, but there's also a position up here you can put it in. Haven't really done that yet. I might do that in the future, because I really do prefer tip-up carry, and when you extract it from the pocket, your finger would be right in place to get the deployment pretty quickly. So I think at some point in the future I might try to carry it like that. I'm probably going to take that pocket clip and move it over here, But overall, it's a very nice knife. No problems with it whatsoever. You can see the centering. Actually, it might be a little bit skewed. See how well that focuses. You can see the blade centering isn't exactly center, but it's pretty good. It doesn't look like it's rubbing on either side, but not bad. One of the other detractors that I have with this is you can see it's not a flow through or pillar design. So a lot of my knives get a lot of pocket lint built up in them. So it might be a little bit more difficult to clean, especially with those nested, lightweighted liners. So that could be one of the detractors. I didn't mention the lockup. I did mention how well it locked up, but it is a liner lock. You can see there, it's working into the blade a little bit. If we take a look at the back of the blade, you can see the slope on there, if we need a light. But there's no really apparent signs of wear. Actually, there might be some slight wear on it already. Haven't been using it that long, so I really didn't expect to see any kind of wear. But there is a little bit of wear in there already. So overall, this is a high value. Didn't mention the price yet. I bought this on Amazon.com actually, just to let you know where I got it, and it was about 20 bucks, which is I think it's a pretty good deal for this high quality knife. It's got the 8CR13 MOV steel on it, which is the same steel that these guys at Spyderco are using for the persistence, and this is like a $35 knife. Has a lot more steel in it, obviously, because this is a 2-ounce knife, and this is a 3.4, 3.5 ounce knife, something like that. So still $20. I think it's a high value. If you're looking for a nice knife from Kershaw, has good blade deployment, nice serrations, this is one I'd recommend. If you have any other questions or comments, PM me or leave them in the comments below. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.